Okay, it's been tidied up a little bit. We have uh, the Gotanabe H.P. Lovecraft adaptation of Shadows of Innsmouth. The Gotanabe is really good. I highly recommend him if you're into horror. It's a really good rendition. And it also, there's like a bit of a metatextual element where he kind of addresses some of H.P. Lovecraft's like writing quirks with character dialogue and stuff like that. So it's an interesting take on it. Tatami Galaxy, which is a novel. It's not a light novel, but I mean it definitely counts in this section in my mind. That's what it looks like. One volume of Full Night, Japanese dictionary, of grammar dictionary, manga adaptation of Kafka, one Nisio Monogatari volume, Nico Monogatari White that I've been rereading, then some Junji Ito, so Liminal Zone, and Mimi's Tales of Terror, Chainsaw Man Volume 3 and Flying Witch Volume 12. These are what I'm reading. And Tokyo These Days Volume 1. It's just put aside because someone else is reading it when they come over, but I really like Taya Matsumoto's artwork. It can be a little difficult to get used to because it's quite different from how other mangaka draw, but when you kind of get into the mindset of Taya Matsumoto, it's really worth it, and his stories are brilliant, some of the best in manga. And then I'm just collecting random volumes of Blue Period. So I need to get this guy can go here so it doesn't fall over. And then power's been moved down. Kami Can't Communicate, volumes 1 to 28. I've got 29 and 30 somewhere, but just not here. Possums. So this is by Tsutomu Nihei of Blame fame. I have the last 3 volumes on order, and then they'll be complete. And then Bakemonogatari, which is the story is by Nisio Isin, who wrote the Monogatari series, among other things. And this is a manga adaptation by Oh Great. So, it's pretty good artwork. It's a very visually striking. Oh Great has a very distinctive, kind of slightly exaggerated style. A lot of motifs and symbolism and bold line work, and slightly exaggerated proportions. Exaggerated perspective, but I personally quite like the artwork of this. And it's an interesting retelling. He definitely takes some liberties with some parts of the Bakemonogatari story. And other parts, it's an interesting take, but it is quite different from the light novels and the anime. And then Kami Can't Communicate. What can I say? It's good stuff. It's kind of like, it's just like a nice comfort food series. And then go down here. So here we've got some comics. Blame's really, really good. Classic sci-fi. And these volumes have just amazing artwork on the covers. Another Gotanabe adaptation. So this is the deluxe edition of At the Mountains of Madness. Great artwork. Really, really good if you're into horror. And then some Inuyasha. This is just Akira Ultra HD Blu-ray. Chobits. I'm a fan of Chobits. I guess it's not for everyone, but it appeals to me, and also I watched it when I was like a young teenager. So it's got a nostalgia factor, and I think the character dialogue writing is pretty good in it. And the artwork's quite good as well. As a Manga Dio, a bit of a comedy classic. And then Demons of the Shadow Realm, which is by the same mangaka as Full Metal Alchemist. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Just a comic book. This is a board game called Saints. I'm going to do a video dedicated to it soon. So just put that aside. Flying Witch. So you saw Flying Witch Volume 12 up there. I really think Flying Witch is an underrated slice of life. It really brings the magical to the everyday. It's got really nice cover artwork. It's a good mix of slice of life with just like really down to earth writing, and then like a strong fantasy twist with solid world building. 2 volumes of Chainsaw Man, so I need to read more Chainsaw Man. And then some novels. And then behind those novels is Freyren. I think it's up to volume 8. And that's where I'm up to. And then at the bottom, we have just a bunch of stuff. Ping pong. So that is Taiyo Matsumoto again. Sort of like his most well-known work. And 1 volume of Vinland Saga, which is upside down. And then 2 deluxe volumes of Berserk. So I'm reading deluxe volume 1, and I'll continue collecting them when I get up to volume 3. And yeah, that's basically these shelves. That's the manga. There's a lot of novels and some comic books. I'll make those into a separate video. I think that will just keep the focus of this video as manga, but yeah, just show some artwork. So yeah, Yokohama Kadashi Kiko. This is really this series really hits. Like, it really, yeah, it's laid back, but it has just like a melancholy that's pervasive. But yeah, it's just like it's one of the manga that made me cry, just out of sheer beauty. It was really, really effective at what it did. Really recommend it. And these books are in the way, so just move them aside. Just pause it. Almost forgot to talk about City. City is just had an anime adaptation announced by Kyoto Animation, and it's by the same mangaka as Nichijou. So all the Nichijou fans out there should be really looking forward to this series. The comedy is very similar to Nichijou. I mean, it's by the same mangaka. Very surreal, absurdist kind of humor. I guess it's both surreal and absurdist. It varies. Some parts are more surreal and other parts are more absurdist, but it has that kind of like just complete off the walls, but sort of loosely grounded in how you'd expect things to work. Yeah, really plays into every aspect of the city. And it's really nice that the characters are a bit older in City than they are in Nichijou. It lends for a different type of comedy, and I think we're going to hear a lot more about City when the anime comes out. So, yeah. It's just, there's so many good moments in it, and the covers of this, they all have these like interesting motifs and characters doing interesting things and weird things often, and sort of slightly geometric poses. A lot of rectangular like motifs as well occur. Yeah, just... Oh, I thought it was going to fall for a second. Yeah, anyway, City's very good. City's very good. And yeah, that's my manga. I've got manga in other places, but this is just the shelf. So I don't think I want to scrounge around and show the other manga. It's not really that interesting. But yeah, I'm just kind of picking out Blue Period volumes as they come along. Blue Period's pretty cool. Chainsaw Man, I like Chainsaw Man. I like what I've seen of it so far. So yeah, and I got given a power figurine. So I'm not massively into figurines, but this is cool. You know, it's a vibe. Yeah, I guess that's that. Yeah, I should tidy this up. Just pause it.